Yo, 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 what is going on, people? Welcome to Throwdown Your Questions, episode 562. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I'm joined by Emilio Lopez.
What's up, people? How's it going?
Coming in right on the clock, Mr. Chris Seeley.
What's up, everyone?
Carlos Romero.
Yo, yo, yo.
Adam Vale.
How you doing?
And Brian Manjoma.
What up, what up?
All right, man, we're back with another one. Hope our American listeners enjoyed their Thanksgiving. We are back to our regularly scheduled programming. We had the Wednesday show, which was kind of fun. I don't remember what the fuck we talked about, but it was a good show. Was Brett on that one or not? I don't remember. The only show I remember is the one where him and I started yelling at each other about AI. Anyway. We are here. Let's get these questions out of the way, man. Rich may or may not show. We'll see. Actually, speaking about Brett, he may not be here. I'm not going to say what's going on with him, but some health stuff. But he's in his usual chipper spirit, at least. All right, man. So I guess if you want to say there's a theme tonight, it's prices and development. Very interesting. But let's get into it, man. Cyber Drones starts us off with two questions here. Did the Switch 2's launch price encourage Xbox and PlayStation to raise the price of their consoles? The Switch 2 price seems more reasonable in comparison. Listen, we called it. When the Switch came out, we're like, watch Xbox and PlayStation, raise their prices, and sure enough, they did. But they all have
game, remember?
They all have the umbrella excuse. Changing economic conditions, current economic conditions, tariffs, all that shit.
Due to changing and economic conditions.
So
can it ever change the other direction? Can that ever happen?
It's never going to happen. Never going to happen.
Great. Of course not.
They ain't going to take it back.
Because theoretically, because of changing market conditions, the price should get lowered too, right? Right? You would think that, but it's not going to happen.
That should have happened when we started going digital, remember? Because
that's right.
Down manufacturing for the discs, the boxes. Remember before they were making the cases thinner, saving plastic. Guess what? Poof, plastic gone. All they should have lowered the price of gaming. Instead, the shit went up. It went up,
And we got a question about AI later. It's not related to this, but I'll just bring this up. Bro, you know what's going to happen next, right? They're going to have AI developed games that is going to cost them a fraction to develop, and we still got to pay $80. Fuck that shit, But yeah, ultimately, even if the Switch 2 didn't cost what it did, console prices would have went up. They would have went up regardless, because of all this bullshit that's going on right now.
Not to this extent, though. That was the thing. That's the problem a lot of people have. We've all been through this. We've seen it. Things go up $1, $2, maybe $5.
Well, no. Remember what really started this, Adam? Remember what really started this? The Better Quest 2. It went up like $50. This is before the tariffs. That shit set the precedent. Old tech got a price bump without any upgrades whatsoever. That's what really set this shit off.
If you bring that up, then this is the first time for everything when it comes to old consoles going up in price. When usually it's reverse. It's
exactly.
It's older, and think about it. It's not rocket science. It's old. The stuff is older, so then it's cheaper because it's leftover stuff, and so they manufacture it. There's newer stuff. That's how it works. And for them to say no, we're charging more.
Well, that's how it used to work when things made sense. But no, regardless, the tariffs are going to fuck us in the ass whether the Switch costs a lot or not. And even the Switch, they raised the price in anticipation of the tariffs. So I don't want to blame. Go ahead.
That and the memory, the price of memory.
We got a question about that.
You guys were sending all those messages. I almost started crying. I was like, do I need to block these fuckers? They're making me depressed on Thanksgiving, telling me all this sad shit. Gaming industry is fucked for the next 10 years or something. I was like, oh my Lord.
I mean, what is it? 64 gigs of RAM costs as much as a PlayStation 5 now. I'm not exaggerating.
What was that one that you said? NVIDIA saying that they were going to chip the chipsets, but not the memory, and that they have to the manufacturer.
They're not including the VRAM.
Yeah,
that is bananas.
Yo, I saw some headlines as it was Black Friday weekend saying, "Buy this OLED television for less than the cost of RAM." It's wild right now. But yeah, Chris, do you think the Switch 2 is ultimately to blame for this, or do you think it's the other factors?
Well, it was the catalyst for it, but
Yeah.
now there's just been other things that have happened, like the chip shortage and the prices skyrocketing. That they can leverage. Like before, it was just the excuse. It's like the Nintendo opened the door for them to make up any excuse to raise prices, right? For parity. So Microsoft felt emboldened. You have, like Tony said, old hardware, and they're just like, oh, market conditions, oh, tariffs, oh, we don't know. Yeah, so they did that. Now there's a chip shortage, and they are going to have problems, just like PC manufacturers and everyone else is going to have problems getting chips, and then they're going to pass along those costs to us. So I don't know what is going to happen to console prices, but I don't think they can go up much more than they have, right? Unless you want
Yeah.
to kill your sales completely. Like if you put up, let's say you put up the Series X and the PS5 Pro near $1,000, who's going to buy that?
It's insane. Like, we were talking
Like
about
I
this.
think you would just collapse gaming immediately.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Did you?
Like, we've been talking
Did you
about,
guys?
just real quick, we've been talking about,
Yeah.
like, what may collapse the industry. I think this may actually be it.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. There's no way. You tell me that a PS5 Pro, that's the same PS5 Pro we've had for several years already, now is going to go up. They'll elevate it maybe as little as possible, but can you imagine it gets $1,000 for a PS5 Pro? Who the fuck is going to buy that?
Yeah. Well, Adam, what are you going to say, bro?
Did you guys talk about it last week of this rumor? Because I couldn't find anything on it, but I just saw all these taglines. It was like, "Oh, Steam Machine, $800 more." Is that true? Where did that start?
Yeah, we
That
didn't talk
rumor
about the
that.
rumor because it was just a rumor. We don't know. But
All
basically,
right.
what you may have seen is that basically Valve said, yeah, we are not going to sell this at a loss, and it will be priced similar to a gaming PC. So it may be because of that. So
Yeah, at the loss.
$800
Yeah.
may be fucking cheap, you know?
Because remember, they took a loss with the Steam Deck.
Yeah, they said they're
They
not
took
going to
the
sell the
loss.
shit at a loss. They said they're not going to, you know?
Then they're not going to get the console consumer. They're not going to get it because then the one thing people, and we talked about it the last time I was
Mm-hmm.
on, is that a lot of those the sport games, that anti-cheat's going to screw them. It's not going to work unless they figure something out. And those publishers say, you know what, all right, we'll work with the Steam OS. If not, there goes your Madden, your FC. Come on now, no.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else want to jump in? Switch to racing the price of consoles.
I'll say one of the catalysts for this was also the PS5 Pro. Just the fact that it came out at an exorbitant amount compared to what the predecessor was.
Yeah.
And normally when we got the Pros, it was usually around the same price.
It was
But
the
no,
same
this one
price.
was
Yeah, it was the same price. You're right. Well, Carlos, they actually lowered the price of the regular PS4 and then sold you the PS4 Pro at the normal price of the PS4. But
Yeah,
now it's
yeah,
all
yeah.
fucked up, you know?
Anybody here have the 5 Pro?
I do. I didn't buy it. It's a review in it, but I have it.
alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
Did
Yeah,
it change your life?
No.
Were you like a tear rolled down when you booted up? You're like, this is
Nope.
amazing.
No,
No?
I mean, Manny, you were there when we first started. Like, oh, it just looks a little better, you know?
Yeah, it didn't look that much better. It was
Shit.
just like, all right, whatever.
That's the way I felt with my PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, at least it's quiet. Holy shit! 2
Yeah.
months later,
It got
what the?
it got loud again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like shit.
Yeah. All right, man. Next question here for Mr. Cyber Drones. Speaking about the Steam machine. With the upcoming Steam machine and the next Xbox being more like a PC, do you think that may help developers improve their development times for future games? No. Because here's the thing. There have been instances where like a game had to be delayed because they were having problems with the console port. That has happened, but generally that's not the what keeps development back. It's other factors like the hardware itself, not usually a factor because they already have that shit figured out. You know, there have been cases like with the Xbox Series S that's held up a game or two, but generally speaking, if everything was a PC, that would not help with development times because there's other factors like you may have just a developer may not have had a clear vision. Maybe there's some studio meddling, a bunch of things that could affect game development. So it's not necessarily tied to the hardware. Not all the time. If anybody would jump in on that, I think that was a pretty good explanation. All right, so
You did it.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on. Jolly Yellow Nerd. Am I the only one? Like Brett, am I the only one? Am I the only one? Yeah. Am I the only one who thinks all these articles and think pieces that dance around the price of the Steam machine without actually giving a price are the equivalent of lubing up the catheter tube? I like that. No, it's because nobody knows what this costs. Valve probably doesn't know what this shit's gonna cost.
Yeah.
You know?
The fact that they go and they make this beautiful presentation showing all 3 new hardware and all stuff, and not give the price tells you to just, like you said, 2 things. Either one, they don't even know what they're going to charge because the market, the parts, everything, memory, all that stuff is fluctuating so much. Or 2, they're like, let's show them what these things can do, because when they see the price, that shit's gonna piss them off. So it's one of those, like, when you go to a website, it's like, oh, look at all the stuff we could do, and you click, you want to learn more. I want to learn the price. No, learn more.
Learn more.
Tell me the price, and then I will see if I want to waste my time learning more.
Yes.
And it's because usually the price is too damn high.
Yep. So yeah, it's again, Jolly Old Nerd. I don't want to put like assumptions here, but it seems to me like you're asking, like, why is everyone skirting around the price? Why don't they just tell us? Again, it's no one's hiding it from you. They don't know. Nobody knows. Like, we on the outside don't know. Linus Tech Tips doesn't fucking know. And like, I still maintain, I don't think Valve knows either.
Switch, Nintendo did that with the Switch too. Remember, they did that whole thing. They released it. They did the video and all that stuff. Like, what's the price? And then
I don't know. Ask Bobby over there, man. He may know.
It took a while. It took a while for that to drop.
Yeah. So yeah, no one's hiding anything. It's just they don't know, man. They don't know because of market conditions. Fucking insane.
I still get people that they're only into console and they keep asking me, and just even on the last week during the weekend, they're like, oh, so what kind of exclusives is the Steam machine gonna have?
None.
They still don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's just, there's a large majority of people that don't know. It's just a storefront. It's a store. That's it. And that's now making hardware. But no, there's
you could say any game that's already on PC is an exclusive. So you can literally just drop a whole list of games. Oh, hey, wait a minute. What was it? Oh, I know. Orange Box and all those games came out on.
They had that VR. Yeah, there was just that VR game. That they made. That's
Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah,
Adam. You could tell your friend that they're losing a whole bunch of exclusives thanks to some Australian moms.
Oh man,
it's crazy. No, but even to your friend's point, Adam, like we had our listeners who are avid gamers asking us that same question. What exclusives is it going to have? And it's like, guys, you got to understand, this is a PC. There's not a console, No. And we had, I don't think you were here for the episode. We had 3 separate questions about that. What exclusives? I'm like, no, guys, no exclusives here. It's a PC.
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting because it's a storefront, but it has its own ecosystem with all the widgets and the chats and all that stuff. Very interesting, but
to quote
free
Rich
online, very interesting. And no, it doesn't have exclusives like that. They don't. The ones that were trying to do that was Epic. Epic Games was pulling that shit with the time exclusivity. Remember, they did that with the Ubisoft with the Division 2. They did that with Borderlands 3. They pulled that bullshit, but Valve didn't do that. That wasn't their approach. They were like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, and they worked out very well for them.
Yeah. Now we don't have to deal with any of this shit. Now all those games come out, day one on all of it. So
it's crazy, man. All right, let's move on here. Syrian Air Force. He goes, "Hey everyone, I hope all is well and that everyone who celebrates had a great Thanksgiving with their families." I did. I certainly did. The amount of food I brought back from my sister's place, bruh. Fuck.
Did you get pending? Any pending?
No, we don't do that for Thanksgiving. We got the turkey.
Should I
but to my sister's credit, that fucking turkey tastes like pernil. The way you season that shit, boy. It's crazy, man. A little bit of a side tangent because I only really buy enough food for to last me a week and shit. So I never really filled up my fridge. So like when I brought all this food back, this shit's not gonna fit. It all fit, and I still had space.
Tony's fridge was crazy empty.
Oh yeah,
it was like.
Well, it makes sense. He's just single guy. Remember, I didn't have much.
No,
because I purposely didn't buy. Yeah. Yeah, because I purposely didn't buy a grocery store. I'm like, why? I'm gonna have like 1 million pounds of food, you know?
Yeah, no, he had absolute like it like was literally like he just cleaned the damn fridge. Like it's just nothing in it.
Oh, we had pork. We definitely had pork. We had a big ham. The rice. I was about to say arroz. The rice had bacon in it. The stuffing had sausages in it. We had pork like we're Dominicans, man. We got pork and everything, you know.
Did the voice of God show up? Was he there?
No, he wasn't there. This was my sister's side, you know. Sister and her husband's side of the family. Good people, you know. I had a good time up there. Yeah, it was great. But no, that Benny will be rocking for Christmas for sure, you know. Anyway, Sarah first question. How will the rising cost of PC components impact console prices? So to make them more expensive, that's how it's going to impact them.
Yep.
You know, look at the price of fucking RAM now. You know, matter of fact, who was it? Manny, was it Team Sweeney, right? He was like, "This is going to affect all hardware for years."
Yeah. He said it's going to affect all hardware for years. I mean, as long as they use the same components as everybody else, that's all going to cost.
Yeah, so it's going to affect. I mean, think about it. We already heard reports, not confirmed, that the Xbox is going to get another price increase because of the RAM costs.
You know, it's interesting. If just to say for the sake of conversation, let's say both Microsoft and more Sony actually developed their own stuff, not depending on any of the industry stuff. Like, in other words, it's still x86 sort of stuff, but it's like they have their own version of RAM, they have their own graphics card, they have their own processor.
They would have to manufacture their own shit.
That won't matter.
That won't matter.
Yeah. Oh,
that won't matter.
Break it down, Chris.
They don't even have the capability to manufacture their own. IMs and stuff like that. And to do that, it will cost them millions of investment to even get started.
They're not going to do that.
Mine for certain material just to make the RAM. It's like
the
process.
Or they'd have to purchase it, right?
You
have to source it from somewhere.
They have to buy their own mine.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, Manny, but it's like realistically wouldn't be possible. Would be nice though, right? Like do it all in house and shit.
What if it was just like we just like, all right, we know all this shit's gonna fuck with us, so
but they don't have to
do it on our own.
The money or infrastructure for that. I mean, there's only what do we say? There's only 3 RAM manufacturers out there, you know?
Yeah. Maybe Sony needs to get into that.
Right, babe? There's another revenue stream, you know?
Yeah.
If we get, and it's all because of the AI shit, right?
Yes. It's because of fucking AI, you know?
So this could be one of the first casualties right here. Like, think about it. It's like the consoles, if it gets too high, there is going to be a ceiling that people are like, I'm just going to stick with this. And there you go. Then it stops. And it's for what? Because of RAM.
Because of RAM, of all things. RAM is one of those components you never even think about. You know, you worry about GPU prices and shit. Not fucking RAM.
I got a stick of RAM in my drawers all over the place. Yeah. Old PC. I might have to hoard that shit.
That's it.
I can make some money out of it. Just start posting them online and sell some of them.
Yo, Adam, so somebody posted this meme of like a guy holding like, a ton of RAM going, this is the next billionaire right here. It's insane. Yeah, RAM is just something you just have, you know?
Yeah. It's like toilet paper.
Yeah, pretty much. Wipe my ass with some RAM, you know?
I can always go get some TP. Next, everybody's like,
yeah, that's it, man.
It's like, shit,
crazy.
Now we're dealing with that with RAM. Go to your buddy's house. Oh, you guys got RAM? My console dying. My computer. Like, now I'm going to be nice to my PC because I'm scared.
Don't die, bitch.
Apparently, I got in under the wire, man.
And you still paid a hefty fine, man. Fuck.
I still paid $300 for like 32.
It's insane.
Like, 300 for
32, bruh.
What
that was like after because I think Jossie had higher end RAM that was worth more. That was better, but cost like 200.
shit.
That was bought earlier in the year.
Yeah, earlier. Yeah, when RAM wasn't crazy.
Yeah, early
and
in
mine
the year.
mine isn't even like super fast RAM. It can go up to that, but yeah, it's all fucked up.
There was a company that sent me an email, and they were like, "Hey, would you like to test out our RAM?" And they were gonna send me 32. You know, I was like, "I don't need what the fuck. I would care about RAM. I'm not gonna bother with that." Now I should have just said yes, just to hoard it. You know, to have some freaking RAM.
Yeah,
They're
it's RAM. You never think about that shit.
Yeah.
They're like, "Sir, can you send those back?"
Now, right? They're like, "Oh yeah,
You get the
Hey,
email.
yo, we need them.
You tested it.
we need that shit back. We'll pay for the shipping."
Yeah. Anybody else want to chime in on, console prices going up because of this RAM shit? All right.
We're scared, man.
It's scared, man.
It's a
Scary times.
Scary times.
All right, man. Shifting gears here for a certain Air Force's next question. Did you guys find any good gaming related Black Friday deals?
The price of free from Chris. He sent me a harder than a 2-day-old shit game called Neon Inferno.
Oh,
what
shit.
the hell? I can't even beat the first level. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? Why do you do this to me? It's just so freaking hard. It's a side scroller, but you can shoot in the background, so it's like 3D. So you got people coming from all angles. The first mission, same shit. People in the back, people in the front. Big mother shit. Bullets all over the place, flying all directions. Die. Then it starts to all the way back at the beginning. No checkpoints.
Damn.
Call of Duty with checkpoints. None of that shit here. I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking crazy.
That's
He's
brutal.
like, "What did you send me?"
Yeah, fucking hard. And that just came out. That's a new game. That was like on the 19th or something like that.
Yeah.
Neon Inferno. Holy shit.
Yeah, so, what I predicted was going to happen did happen, right? I saw the PlayStation, all models of the PS5 were on sale. You know what the quote-unquote sale price was? The original fucking price of these goddamn things. I called that shit,
That was the way for a lot of games that were on sale.
Yeah.
When you looked at the price.
The
it was
games
like,
too,
It's
yep.
on price for $60. It was like, what? That used to be the price just last year.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like, for example, the PS5 digital edition, right? It used to be $399. That's the sale price now. Insane, So yeah, all the gaming deals were all fucked up in my opinion. I don't think there were any good ones because they jacked up the prices, so they brought them back down to what they normally were. So you weren't really saving anything by the end of it,
The best deal that I put when I put out on the Coalition, the top 5
Coalition.
ones, was the Division Battle for Brooklyn. That was actually like $8
Oh, shit.
for 15. There you go. They didn't jack up to like 25 and then lower to 15. It's like, it was 15. Now it's $8. So I was like, if you got the game already, get this. If not, they're selling the whole Ultimate Edition for $24. Get all Warlords, get all that shit. So I was like, this is probably the best deal. Everything else was like, oh yeah, we lowered our price from the 70 or 80, whatever it was, to like 60, and not much of a deal. They're fun games, but still, it's still pricey, man.
Yeah. I mean, not gaming related, but the best deals I saw were actually for fucking MacBooks, and they were real savings because Apple didn't jack up the price for them.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the new M5 one, the first day was $50 off, then it was $100 off, then $150 off. Right now it's $250 off. I'm like, damn, that's an actual deal. You get like this super powerful thing for like less than $1,000 now.
The one you sent me, we got from my wife.
Oh, that's a good one. The M4, that one's like $749.
It's $749. Yeah, and it said from 1,000. I was like, shit, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
big sale.
And that's gonna last you too. But yeah, for gaming, I didn't really. I don't know about if you guys saw anything. So please let me know Did any of you guys even shop Black Friday? Anything?
No, not really.
I skipped it.
I cover Black Friday.
Under these market conditions.
Fuck that, man. It's too expensive. The money,
It's too money. Too much money. Yeah, I checked some of the stuff around. I wasn't serious with anything, but just to see how things were. And yeah, like it didn't really make any sense.
Yeah. Not good. All right. I guess nobody else got what about Cyber Monday? But it's such a fucking joke, right? Like Cyber Monday used to mean something because Black Friday you go to the store, you buy your shit, and then Cyber Monday you go online. Now Black Friday is Cyber Monday, so
It's all week.
Yeah.
Remember, right? I could have swore on Monday I was already getting messages and stuff. Oh,
Yes.
early Black Friday. Go get the deals now. This is it. Get it. And then you know what happens after? Remember, it's Cyber Week.
Cyber Week. Yes, that is 100% correct.
They send that out right after Monday. So,
bro, my brain is fried. I've been covering Black Friday for a fucking month. You know, I'm not exaggerating. You know, so by the time this happens to me every year. By the time I have to actually post real news, I stare at it for 10 minutes. I'm like, I don't know how to write this shit. Is it a deal? Do I have to sell it? You know?
So what from your site, what's the hot item that they notice people are clicking on or that are interested in buying?
It depends. Like I can only speak for the stuff I cover. There's this HP OmniBook 2-in-1. It's like a laptop and a tablet. That's what's selling well.
Oh, the swivel ones.
The convertibles. The MacBook that your wife bought. That one's doing very well. The iPhone 17 selling well. What else is selling well? Gaming. The handhelds aren't on fucking sale. The only one that was on sale was the Legion Go S, the good one with the Steam OS on it. So that's the only one I saw on sale. They dropped it down by like $250 at most, which is pretty good. As a matter of fact, it actually costs as much as a high-end Steam Deck now. So get that shit. There you go. There's a good deal. Get the fucking Legion Go S. It has Steam OS on it. You don't have to deal with fucking Windows. You know?
Is that the one with the 8-inch screen?
Yes.
Wasn't there one with
8-inch screen, but the controllers don't detach. It's all one unit.
That's
you know?
Fucking detaching.
Killer Instinct. Reggie, he goes, I think the next consoles will be somewhat expensive, but I also believe that there won't be such a rush to go out and cop one either. No, I agree. Nobody on this panel's ready to buy a next-gen console. For what? For fucking remakes and cross-gen games? It's not fucking worth it, man.
Oh, man. Nah.
It's crazy. Yeah. All right, let's move on. George W. Cush. He goes, hey, everyone, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving and you are enjoying your weekend. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Weekend was more or less enjoyable. I had to work during the weekend because Black Friday doesn't end, you know. But your boy's making overtime, so it's all good, you know.
That's good.
Yeah. All right, man. So first question here. I am moderately excited to try Metroid Prime 4 next week, and I've been thinking about all these other games having an extremely long development cycle. Final Fantasy 15, Bayonetta 3, Kingdom Hearts 3, etc. Do you guys have any examples of a game taking almost a decade of development and being a massive success, but not in terms of sales? What other metric would you use besides sales for success?
Yeah, because if it doesn't hit the numbers, then they discontinue. Especially how many of these live service games? Remember that the one we talked about that we always joke, Richard Bailey's favorite game,
Concord.
Concord. There you go. Wasn't that like 10 years or whatever? And,
it was. It was 8 years. Yes. You know? Flop. But he's talking about games that have been in development forever and were successes. The big one, Cyberpunk, motherfucker sold 35 million.
Money, though.
But not money. But I'm saying, I again, with respect, George, because we can't answer this question. It has to be money. There's no other metric to measure success by, unless I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, the thing is that if something is making money, that is the measure of success.
Yeah.
None of this BS like, engagement bullshit. You don't make fucking money off of engagement.
Yeah, exactly. So
the only time that ever makes any sort of difference is if that thing is attracting more people to your platform.
Yeah.
So, let's say for the sake of conversation, fucking Netflix is selling video games now. They got Red Dead Redemption and a couple.
Yeah, I saw that, which is crazy. Yo, I thought they had a Red Dead Redemption series. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait. How are they doing?
They have games on there.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Part of their, you never see it on their thing, but they do have games on there.
So
anyway,
no, you can't skip over. This is big. Wait a minute. So if
it's not. They've had games on there for years.
No. They had games that you can interact with. I remember
they have been putting legit games on there for over a year now.
But how do you play them?
I have no idea. I never fucking see them, and I don't have Netflix. All I know is that Red Dead Redemption and a bunch
No.
of they have a Stranger Things game, like a legit Stranger Things
But
game.
you can
that's
play that
on
with the
there.
controller. I played that with the controller. The remote.
Yes, and you
actual
can play
TV
it on
remote.
whatever way
I
that you
can't-
play it on Netflix.
So I'm gonna
I
again.
know, but
I'm
it's
throwing
an
a
actual
huge.
TV remote.
I'm throwing a huge assumption right now. I'm guessing you have to connect a regular controller, to, like Bluetooth controller, to your TV. Maybe that's how
my
it
guess
works.
is that, my guess is
Yeah.
and
that-
it's
that's something
streaming.
Like that.
It's like maybe like NVIDIA GeForce
Yeah, it's not
Now.
down. It's not. Yeah, it's not downloading to your
I'm just gonna
system. You should-
holy shit. Well, I'm
yeah,
gonna
if
do
you
that right
like,
now.
I don't even know. I've never seen. I've only seen the game section once because every so often they'll put a little a thing on your main menu and try to show you some games. There's a bunch of Cuphead I think is available on there too. I think.
It's never recommended a game to me.
But Manny is correct about that. Adam, I got the email. The email was
in the app now.
Red Dead Redemption comes to Netflix, and for 3 seconds, I'm like, whoa, they're making a show, and I was like, oh wait, they have games because you've kind of like
They have a
Manny,
game.
like you said, they people don't really think about it, but yeah, there are games.
There
Anyway,
are games on there.
yeah.
Anyway,
So yeah, with respect, Georgia, because we have to use sales numbers. That's the only way to measure a game's success. Like I can't even fathom another way. Like if the game doesn't sell, it's not a fucking success. It's like
yeah, it's not a success.
yeah. So yeah, that's my answer. Cyberpunk 2077. That it took forever to develop, and it was a huge success eventually. You know,
They call it a mobile game.
It's
This can't be
what's the other one? Didn't what was it? There was another one that was the the Final Fantasy one with the guys with the car that had a really long development.
Yeah,
time.
he named that one specifically. I don't know if it was a huge success.
How much
though.
of a I don't know if it was a huge success.
Yeah, you know how Square Enix is. You only sold 10 million. Fail. You know.
You
doesn't say
fail, McFly.
It doesn't say a price. I'm on it. It says get game. It says mobile version, and there's no price. And it says coming soon, and you need iOS 18. I don't know. It's weird, but then it recommends all these other mobile. I think it's the mobile versions of games that they're posting. That Red Dead Redemption that was on phones and shit. I think that's what it is.
Did they ever have it on phones?
According
I
to
don't
this,
remember it being
they
on
said
phones,
this is the mobile version, Rockstar's mobile version of Red Dead Redemption.
Oh,
It's the first one, right, Adam?
Yeah, first
yeah,
one.
it's one. It's not two.
Yeah, no, it's one.
Yeah.
In fact, that's
yeah.
because it's also coming to what's that thing too? It's they're re-releasing it for PlayStation 5 and Xbox One.
Yeah, there it is. Red Dead Redemption Netflix
Series S.
pre-register.
See, shit, that Manhunt that dropped on Thanksgiving freaked me out. When I saw that, I'm like, what?
Rockstars?
Manhunt? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I sent it to everybody. I'm like, what the hell? A fan made a short film from the original Manhunt game, Rockstars, and
Manhunt?
they got their blessing. And so Rockstar shared it and started pointing everybody to go watch it.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Good.
So I guess because again, it's hard to answer a question because the only metric for success is sales. It's the only way you can measure success. I know Brett will probably disagree with that.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, wasn't that Cyberpunk? It eventually did
Sold
make
35
a
million.
profit. Yeah. So I mean, it had a slow start with all the other hiccups and shit and bad press, but it eventually turned around. That big update that revamped the interface and all that.
Yeah, that was
Really
huge.
sparked some new lights. Yeah, that was so. And then the fact that it was playable on all the handhelds, the PC handhelds, that was a big win right there, especially at 60 frames on the Steam Deck and stuff like that. People see them like, oh shit, okay, I can play this big, powerful game on the go.
Yeah.
So I could see that. I could see it.
Yeah. All right. So this next question we've answered before, so we don't have to get into it, but I'm going to read it anyway because I want to read what he has to say. He goes, speaking of disappointments, what are your most disappointing games in history? Personally, Final Fantasy 15 was the biggest one for me. After all the promising trailers, that ended up being a totally different game. It taught me to stop being hyped for upcoming games. And I hope it taught you to stop pre-ordering games too. You know, we don't condone pre-ordering games around here.
15 was the Noctis one, or was
that was the one with the giant? Yeah, that was the one with it was with Noctis with the big turtle, Carlos. You know,
I always get him confused. Yeah,
yeah.
Versus 13. I always think about it as Versus 13.
It was Versus 13. That's right. But yeah, we've answered this question before. I think half of us said Watch Dogs. you know,
Yeah, Watch
man.
Dogs.
Well, what the most
Division.
recent for me?
Oh,
damn! Yo, can you block that
Oh,
dude?
you heard me. Did I stutter?
Oh,
Did I stutter?
damn! Holy shit!
Bitch, did I stutter?
The dude that made well, he's part of the
Man's
team
Guy.
that did the Dead Space guy. Remember the
Oh
the
my
Oh,
God!
yes.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
That
Callisto
was-
Protocol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Callisto
most recent
Protocol.
that comes to mind. I was so excited for that game. I couldn't wait. I'm like, this
I was
is
hyped.
amazing.
I was hyped.
And it was like a Bob dodging, weaving, boxing alien game. What the hell is this bullshit?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was epic fail.
Actually, you know what? I don't think we ever got this answer from Richard. So since we haven't heard him yet, Rich, what is the game that disappointed you the most in history that you were anticipating? Let's see if there he is.
That's a tough question. You said in history.
Yes,
So,
like for you, you know, like
that's-
what's the game you were anticipating and just let you down, man?
Say it,
Well-
Rick. Let's go way back. Go way back. Think real back when you were little. Come on, there's only one game that we were all disappointed when we were little. You know it. You know it. Say it.
Way back when we were little.
Way back when we were little, there was a game you were very disappointed. Everybody was disappointed.
I'm curious to know the answer.
Come on,
Yeah,
you
Thanks
know.
for
Once I say it, you're gonna be like, oh yes, we get it. E.T., man, E.T.
I was
That
3 years old. I wasn't
understand.
anticipating that shit.
Yeah, I said when you were little, I was playing that shit.
I was 3 years old and not even
played
in the country, man.
What the hell? How old are you? Shit.
I'm 45, motherfucker.
I'm 48. So
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, you were 6. See?
It wasn't that much. I remember getting
that's
that
a big
game
difference.
and
Yeah.
that fall in the hole. And I loved E.T. I loved the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, how come I can't have fun with this fucking game?
Nobody did. That's why.
Nobody. That's what I'm saying. Epic fail. They filled the whole landfill of all those fucking games.
Yeah. By the way, Rich, you'll like this answer. Reggie goes, Cyberpunk, the good, the bad, and the ugly, or the buggy, right? Yeah. But yeah, Rich, what is
Yes,
your answer?
that's
Anyway,
good.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know. Adam mentioned Callisto Protocol.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't say I was excited for the game. I was looking forward to it because I knew someone that worked on the game, and then when I played the game, I said, "Oh yeah, this is hot garbage." So no, absolutely not. That was disappointing. I'm going to
Wait,
continue
you
to think
somebody
about
worked
that.
on
This seems
Callisto
like a-
Protocol? Whoa.
Give us-
Yes. And then that person went on to work on some Call of Duty games. Somebody I went to school with.
Oh,
'Cause he was doing a lot of the 3D modeling type of stuff. But
Oh,
yeah.
Shout out to Fergus Mills. He says, Assassin's Creed 3. Yeah, that was pretty disappointing.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
was
a great one.
yeah,
That's
that
a great
was
answer.
That's a great one.
That's a good
Yes,
answer.
that is a great
That's
one.
that is a
game
great
never
answer,
started.
not a great game.
Yeah, it was like forever a tutorial. It's like every section. It was like, we're gonna teach you this, teach you. I'm like,
Now-
I'm playing like 5 hours already. I don't. When is this game gonna start?
Now, for me, it's like the
Now-
character. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the game where they officially retconned everything that had to do with the original assassin and said, let's get him up out of here and now we're gonna do something totally different.
That was the game before they
this
did
is-
that. But it was just like for me, it was the
okay.
main character Connor. He was just fucking boring, even though he should have been interesting.
character.
You know,
Yeah.
and then they ended the whole Desmond thing. Like, yeah,
He was in
man.
New York. He went to Boston. You meet George Washington.
It's crazy.
Franklin, all of those people, and yeah.
Yeah, he was there at the Declaration of Independence. And he's like, who's this big
Yeah.
Indian guy? You know, what's he doing there? You know?
He was a
Hey, how's it
half-breed.
going?
But he was a half breed. Remember?
Yeah, he was a
That the
half breed.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, like that alone
He's
should have
the-
made him
he's the last of-
interesting. But nope. His
Yeah.
his father was interesting though. You know.
Yeah, Hatham was cool,
Yeah.
even though he
The,
was
the
evil.
best Assassin's Creed is always Black Flag. That will.
Well,
always
and
be
he was
my
related to him too. Wasn't that his grandfather?
Yeah, Hatham
yeah.
was related to him too.
Yeah. So yeah, like Connor, your grandfather and father were more interesting than you, bro. It's crazy. All right. And the last question. Oh, what's up, Chris?
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
surprised
Yeah.
Adam didn't mention Broke Point.
Oh
Ghost
shit.
Recon.
Yeah.
No.
But
Oh, I got a
That
new one
was-
for Adam too. The new Call of Duty.
The last 10 Call of Duty.
Oh, I finished. Did I tell you that? No, I didn't. I finished. So I finished the campaign.
Uh-oh.
We finished the whole fucking campaign.
Okay.
Garbage. So bad. So bad. And you fight a gigantor.
Yeah.
That just looks
Yeah,
like
what is it?
your buddy turns. So basically, what happens is some company created this mist type of chemical shit that can get into people's minds, and you can trigger their fears. So think
Fucking
of
Scarecrow shit from Batman.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
similar to that type of thing.
Wow.
You know, and it was just dumb. That's where the plant thing comes
Yeah.
from. That's where one of your Merle that was Merle.
Yeah, it was Merle. Oh shit, it was Merle.
Yeah, and he's like slamming his hand. He's trying to crush you and stuff. And I'm like, the whole time playing, we're like, this is not a Call of Duty.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so dumb, so dumb. And it's like I never want to play that shit again. And then it throws you right into the open world just to do some bullshit missions. And I was like, I'm just uninstalling this part because it's modular, so you can just uninstall. But man, it's epic fail. That's a disappointment. But we know they're gonna make another one next year, so it's not killing the franchise like some of these that we've talked about. It's done. That Callisto Protocol, the whole studio's gone. That shit went. Kaboom.
That's crazy.
You know, but with that said, yeah, that sucked. And Broke Point, that was an epic fail too, because Wildlands was awesome. People loved it, and then it's like, you love that. Guess what? We're gonna change the whole shit. We're gonna take all the stuff you love away. Couldn't understand. I always remember that live presentation when that lady came on stage and she talked about the AI teammates were gone and that it's now focused on just real people playing, and there was like no clapping. Because it was like that was the whole point of this. It's strategic, you get your guys flank left, flank right, you hold position, you come up with an idea, you're a squad leader. And to now take that away and it's like, no, you're forced to play with your friends. So my AI teammates, they don't just replace. No, they don't do that. That's it. And that's also in Call of Duty that's broken, because it was only 3 of us playing, but every cutscene showed 4 of us. It never threw a 4th AI guy just to help out, and we could hear the 4th person. So while we're playing, we're hearing the 4th dude. We're like, who's playing as that guy? It's like, it's a phantom voice.
Wow.
Because there is no other 4th guy there. And then he pops up in the cutscene handing me something. And then when he goes back to gameplay, he disappears. He pulls a Chris Angel.
What a mess.
This is a bullshit game. Such a half-ass. At first I was like, oh, they're trying new things. Yeah, they tried a lot of new things under the Call of Duty umbrella, which they shouldn't have. They should have just gave it some motherfucking name and moved on. But no, they were like, you know what? If we slap that Call of Duty, it's going to sell. Maybe for the first week or so, but when word spreads, people are not going to want to buy this shit, and they gambled. Yeah, and I don't. Uncle Phil always talks about like, oh yeah, we got to tighten up things, and he needs to fire everybody. Then whoever told him this was a good fucking game, fire all of them. They're all lying. Is he surrounded by yes men?
Probably.
It's gonna be awesome, boss. It's gonna be great. Really, we're gonna make our money back tenfold, boss. Tenfold. Okay, then it drops. What's all this horrible fucking shit? Did you hear what Adam said? He said that there's a 4th NPC that doesn't even show up. He's like, I resign. I resign today. These people are gonna quit because they're all full of shit. They're lying, and it sucks. It sucks that this is what we've come down to with these big, high budget. You shouldn't have this shit. We don't see this with cars. We don't see BMW stuff. We put all this money in this high car, Lamborghini, and then people getting the fucking wheel fall off. The door don't go up on a Lambo. So no, they put quality in it because of the money. So when you spend $500,000 on a fucking car, it's gonna be perfect. So when they put all this money, when you hear all this money putting in these fucking games, right? With a $200 million budget deal, you expect that shit to be fucking mint condition out of the box, and it's not. It's broken. It's incomplete. No patch is gonna fix this shit because the game itself fundamentally isn't a good game.
Yeah.
So it's a waste of fucking time.
Call of Duty broke ops. That's what you should call it.
Broke ops, all this fucking shit, right?
I mean, there's a bunch of the
Wrap ups.
Wrap ups. There you go.
I mean, Tony, you and I both fell for Mighty Number 9.
Yeah.
Huge disappointment.
Absolutely, yeah.
Everybody put a fill on that one.
Freaking Mass Effect Andromeda, that was trash.
Yeah. Again, we've answered this one before. I think next time, because we always keep getting this question, we should be like, what are the most recent disappointments? I think that might be fun. And, Black Ops definitely one of them. All right, man. Let's move on here. Last question of the night. Mr. Kishak. And if Brett was here, this answer would last us 30 minutes. It's about AI. He goes after playing Dispatch, I'm still convinced that AI writing, even within 5 years, will not even reach half the quality of Dispatch's writing and dialogue. How do you guys feel about the status of AI writing and how it's been developing? Here's the thing you need to understand about AI writing. It doesn't come up with anything original. It just steals shit off the internet and regurgitates it. It doesn't come up with anything original, and you will never top an actual person because of that. The shittiest writer, could do better than this nonsense. By the way, related, I don't know if you guys saw, like, apparently Amazon Prime, they like AI dub anime now, and it's fucking atrocious,
Oh yeah, I saw a sample of that. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, oh no, you're dead. It's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Tony, you probably got it. I know Rich, he probably the email from YouTube that they're doing that for the YouTube channel, our channels, the videos. They're going to start dubbing them, AI dubbing them in other languages.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they've already done a little bit of it, but it's not like a voice that's matches the person. It's just another like voice talking over. It's like a robot voice talking over it. So I've seen it happen on a couple of like videos where it was like a Japanese person, and then you just hear this other voice. You're like, wait a minute, that doesn't match up at all. Yeah,
I've seen that shit. But yeah, how do you guys feel about the status of AI writing and how it's been developing? I think it's shit. That's what I think. I know I'm biased. I know I'm fucking biased.
Also,
but it's shit, and I hate it, and I don't like it.
Also, like also a lot of these places are being very sort of shady.
I don't like that. Be upfront.
Whether they're using AI or not. I mean, there's a whole rumor that a lot of films that were were those strike films were actually AI written, and that's maybe part of the reason why they've been so bland and dry.
Probably, yeah. What are you gonna say, Carlos?
Oh yeah, I feel like we don't need AI to know that subs are better than dubs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I mean, I won't say even the worst writer is better than AI, just because there's a lot of shitty writers.
There's true.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's the whole thing. The whole thing with writing. And what do I know? I'm not a writer. I'm not an artist. I'm just an asshole.
Shitty writer might use AI.
Yeah, that's right. Like that fucking Game of Thrones guy, with the art and shit. Oh man, go ahead, Carlos.
I feel like stories. The fact that the reason that stories are so enticing is because they sort of write about the human experience. Yeah. Whether it's it's a sci-fi thing. It all boils down to the human experience. And that's sort of what captivates us to keep reading, to keep watching, or to keep playing. And with an AI, it's not the same thing. They're devoid of it. They weren't born with it.
Yeah,
they've only written about they've only known about the human experience until freaking Sam Altman told them to do it.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right about that. It's like it cannot replicate that human experience. And, Manny, to your point, yeah, it makes sense why a lot of this shit is bland if it was written by AI, because AI can only do just baseline shit, It can't do anything risky. So at the moment, I'm not worried. Here's the thing. I'm not worried about, like, people being tricked by AI because AI is just so bad. But, but I can't even say I'm worried that it will be used. It's already happened. It's already being used, which is very disappointing. Well, there was another example. It's not gaming related that I saw. And I'm like, what are we doing? Oh, actually, no, it is gaming related, where some fucking asshole, I think we talked about this briefly on the previous show. Some asshole was saying like, oh, I don't think Steam and other places should develop with AI because it doesn't matter anymore. Yes, it fucking matters. If I'm buying a game, I want to know if they use fucking AI to develop your shit so I could skip it. I don't want to support that shit. And I realize it's going to be very difficult in the coming years because everything's going to have some kind of AI development, even if you don't know about it. I understand that, but be upfront about it. How much AI was used? I want it to be like a fucking ingredient label and shit, like how much percent of this motherfucker's in there.
I want to know is you hear all these ads for these companies. It's like there's like, oh, we created this AI database system for your company, and da 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 da. It's like, how much does that cost compared to hiring actual employees?
Yeah.
And in the long run, how much will it cost? You know, because if that's the case, then I'm assuming, as we just talked about, how much it costs to just produce AI with the resources and stuff. It can't be cheap. The whole process
not.
from beginning, it can't be cheap. So eventually that has to implode to the point that they're like, you know what, let's just go back to just using what they did back in the humans. Let's get the humans and let's do that.
Ferengi shit, yeah.
Yeah, the Ferengi, because this is going to be too expensive. Because no, even for what? It's like you said, it's not creative. It's just regurgitating. So at what point people are like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't, pay X amount of thousands of dollars to have this service. Let's just get real people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not to go too off topic, but I don't know if you heard that basically, like AI, like for example, one company would have invested like $1 trillion and they've only made 13 billion back. I'm like, it's just not sustainable, guys. And apparently it's just the same companies kind of just moving the same amount of money around. It's all inflated. It's all a fucking bubble. None of this shit is real. Basically, it's people funding stuff that they think will make them more money, but they actually haven't figured out how it's going to make them more money. They just don't want to, FOMO, basically. They don't want to miss out on what could potentially be the next big thing. Doesn't that sound familiar? Doesn't that sound like something that happened in the late 90s, early 2000s, bro?
But because of that's why Amazon and all that, they didn't have any faith in it. It was like, it's a bookstore. And then when it turned into a mall, they were like, holy shit, we missed out. All the .coms happened. We talked about before, all the Urban Fetch and all the delivery services and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Faded out, all the investments, but look, we got it all again. Grubhub and all that.
It all came back, yeah.
So it is that FOMO. These companies don't want that same shit to be like, shit, we should have just stuck with it a little longer. The problem with this is that this is way more expensive than it was for all that other shit. And so, yeah, if this bottoms out.
Yeah, and then my thing is, and I'm not even one of these fucking environmentalist assholes, but I'm like, how much do you want to destroy the earth using this shit? Because you use like, oh, you want to destroy the planet because you want to know how much fucking sugar to add to your souffle or some shit. It's like no one's using AI for anything useful. It's all bullshit. Like
the
come on
water,
now.
the water part is
the water shit, right?
Yeah, the water. Yeah.
Isn't that in your part, Carlos? Like it's in Texas. They're building all these server farms, and they're like, there's no water for this shit.
They're building a data center not that far away from me where somehow it got approved, where it was people were like not wanting this to happen, and there were protests and stuff, and it somehow got approved. And water is fucking a scarce resource over here. So now
insane, man.
Water and electricity supply too, because I think in Pennsylvania they're putting up data centers, and people have been complaining their supply charges have gone up like tenfold.
Shit.
They're subsidizing it through other people.
It's going, it's all going like our electric. They've already showed what the prices are right now, so we got to literally lock down the prices so we're not
for what?
For
what
shit.
Benefit are we getting off this shit? That's the thing I don't understand. Nothing. Like I know some people. Like actually, Brett was the one that said like, at least AI is showing benefits. What fucking benefits? The only people that are benefiting are fucking grifters. Both like the AI company people, I think they're grifters, and then these sleazy AI writers and artists and shit. They're benefiting, but like the regular person, they're not benefiting off this shit. Maybe you got your email like fucking written for you and shit. Is that worth enough to like fucking like make a desert even worse, to destroy all the fucking water? Is that worth it? Is that worth bringing up the price of fucking RAM? Is that worth destroying the fucking economy over this shit? It makes no fucking sense, man.
Man, there was this whole report. So it was like Arizona, and they changed some zoning laws or something out in the desert, and they're like, oh, we're gonna build all these farms, stuff like that. I was like, yeah, but this is like hours away from the nearest town. Okay, we'll fix that, and they're gonna build housing. Sounds great, but the water comes up. They're like, how do you get the water? Well, we're gonna have to drill these freaking well type tunnels and take water from another town. and that town is already dealing with water shortages because it's Arizona, it's a desert. So they were like, what happened? And now those people are protesting, but then the government is saying, hey, well, this brings more jobs, but still, it's like the water. What's more important? And then still, who wants to go? It's a mess. The whole shit turns very messy.
I hate it. I hate everything about AI, man. And then the thing is, like, if the bubble bursts, it's going to fuck up the economy because we decided to pump so much money into this without knowing what the fuck it's going to do. It's just a FOMO. We can't let China beat us, You know what I say? I say let them beat us because that's going to destroy their fucking country. Let them destroy themselves and we'll be chilling. But we're in it now, man. We're in it now. It's just, we're fucked, bros. Like, you think it's bad now? It's about to get way worse. I'm talking about in general, the fucking society right now. This shit is bad, man.
So, Tony, I was looking up who said the tweets, and it's this guy that I don't think I've recognized the name. His name is Tim Sweeney.
I don't know. I don't know who that is. Yeah.
He's on Craigslist all the time selling toasters.
Is he the one that said that shit? Don't buy, we shouldn't have those labels on Steam. It was him?
Yep.
Oh my
CEO
God.
and co-founder of Epic Games.
Jesus Christ.
Again, it's like that meme where Steam just does nothing and all the competitors just shoot themselves in the face. Like,
yeah,
okay, fine. Like, it's yet another reason that we should use Steam because they actually put those tags on games.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And
you know what that,
and there's accountability if they don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Brian, you know what that says to me? Like, don't put that label on games. Buy the slop and like the slop. Shut up. That's what it tells me.
Yeah, that's it. That's all that is. It's just like, buy it.
You will accept the slop and you will like it. Consume.
Yeah, consume and don't question.
Exactly. Buy product and be excited for next product. It's that. It's all that, man.
Mm-hmm. All that.
Anyway, anybody else has any thoughts on this AI writing in video games? I'm already pissed off, man.
Going back to...
go ahead.
Go ahead, Carlos.
Just going back to the whole... can you hear me?
Mr. Romero. Now we hear you. Man, he was just saying some shit. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Oh. So going back to the whole conversation with writing and AI, and I kind of mentioned this a little bit previously, but a lot of the great writers write based off of traumatic experiences. So I wonder how the AI will compensate for that. Like, I mean, if you think about it, like Tolkien and stuff, Stephen King, like a lot of them write based off of traumatic experiences in the past. So I wonder,
also banned some of the best albums.
Yeah,
just depressing shit that's happened to the people in the band in their lives.
Yep.
Like, is someone gonna have to it's like fucking AI. Somebody has to abuse it for it to like pump out good lyrics.
It'll make out shit. What was it called that they when they make up shit? What's it called when the AI makes?
Hallucinating.
There you go, hallucinating. It's gonna be hallucinating all the time.
AI is gonna write a song and it's gonna be called "Hurt" and it's gonna copy completely the Nine Inch Nails song, except it's gonna say "My RAM went up today."
The thing is, it can make you that song if you want, man. It can make you that song if you want. Grok, what's up, Brett?
Crazy.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else have any thoughts on AI writing and gaming? Wait, wasn't one game accused of that shit? Like, not AI writing, but like AI voiceover. There was some recent game that was popular. It's a shooting game.
There's been quite a few games.
Oh, I don't like that, Brian. A few. Fuck.
I guess a couple that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Again, there's probably more. I think the one you're talking about is Arc Raiders.
Yes, that's it.
I don't know the exact, but there was accusation that there was AI used in some capacity, maybe for the voices.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not certain, but one that I'm definitely certain of is not Wuthering Waves, Where Winds Meet, the Chinese one. That does have AI voices, but it seems to be for translation as it's a Chinese game. Which, in that use case, I can understand. If you're a small team, you want to reach a global audience, you don't have the cost to do so. I can understand that, but I'm not saying that I'm happy with it. And the voiceover is as bad as you think it is, because obviously it's AI, so there's zero context. It's literally a machine talking at you, so it is hilarious. But yeah, AI writing, I'm kind of in the fence of it'll never be good because I've not seen any AI written anything that actually makes sense. So I don't think anyone's in trouble yet. But then again, going back to the whole Will Smith eating pasta.
Yeah, look how much better that got.
First came out. Exactly. So it could be a case of it's crap now, but then in 5 years, 10 years, it's indistinguishable from half decent writing.
Fuck.
I don't know.
Right. I mean, and the thing is, like with like formulaic writing, it is good with that. There was one website, I think it was CNET, that got caught. Because they had AI writers, but for like 6 months, no one realized those writers were AI. So what does it say about the humans writing that shit? It's crazy, man. By the way, Barry Byrne goes, Slappa Sunday? No, it's Sucker Free Sunday. Man, fucking slop shit, man. All right, man, I start wrapping it up. Adam, what's going on with the TV terminal?
We got another episode of Landman, episode 3. I love that show. I love it. Talk about the fucking oil industry and resources and contaminating land and people dying and shit. It's nuts. Love it. Billy Bob is awesome. Also, the latest episode of Mayor of Kingstown. Rich joined me for that one. We broke down that episode. That's episode 6. That was another good one. Life is rough in prison. It brought back a lot of memory of Oz. Remember that? People getting raped and stuff. It's brutal stuff happening on that show. Love that show. So yeah, check it out. Our review coverage for Landman and Mayor of Kingstown TV terminal. Also Coalition. You'll find it there as well.
All right. And Rich, what's coming up on the Coalition this week?
Yeah, so as Adam mentioned, you definitely should be watching Mayor of Kingstown, and you should be subscribed to the TV terminal. Yeah.
Definitely do that.
Leave the comments, but you need to also subscribe. I just want to make that comment. As for the Coalition this week, the reason I have been a little quiet on this show, I actually have been working on a review that I'm posting tomorrow. I'm not allowed to say what the game is. I will tell you it's a game that's coming out this week. And I'm surprised nobody's talking about this game because, holidays passed. But yeah, stay tuned for that review. Aside from that, the last comment I will make, I know Adam mentioned this game, Neon Inferno. I want to send a reminder. I actually reviewed this game. So if you want to hear some other thoughts... Oh, yes. What? So if you want to hear some additional thoughts, definitely check out thecoalition.com or the Coalition Gaming. Because, I reviewed that game when it came out. I do agree it is difficult. And I had some critiques about some things they need to fix in that game. But it's still a fun game. But it's definitely challenging. No doubt about that.
Holy shit. I was like, damn, Chris, you just messed me up now. Now I'm stressed out. I'm trying to play this game for fun. I almost broke the Steam Deck. I'm like, people in the break room like, what the hell's your problem? Like, this fucking game's my problem. This is crazy. It made me feel bad. I was like, I'm maybe too old to play shit like this.
I felt the same way. I told you. I was like, man, maybe I got my arthritis.
Yeah. It's like, oh, man.
Yeah. And Rich, for the game you're talking about, I'm just going to throw us out there. I'm going to assume it's a very marvelous game. So you should definitely stay tuned for that. All right. That's all we're going to say,
Yeah.
Manny, what you got?
Blood and Thunder number 8 is coming soon. Cover by Kari Randolph and myself. That's it for now. I mean, obviously still got a few more things before the end of the year, some fun stuff. So, stay tuned for those things.
Good stuff. All right, man. We're going to start wrapping up. So just a couple of things here. So this upcoming Thursday will be the last regular show of the year, regular show where we cover news. The week after that will be us doing our live stream / roast of the Game Awards. As we do every year. And then the week after that, that'll be the last episode of the year where we do, our year-end wrap-up where we give you our best games of the year, biggest disappointments, all that stuff. Looking forward, all that good jazz that we do. And then obviously the very, very final show of the year will be Throwdown Your Questions AMA special. So start thinking of some good stuff to ask us, about anything non-gaming related. No politics, though, motherfuckers. So keep it clean. But other than that, ask us about pop culture, life, money, whatever, But so it should be fun. So yeah, that's the schedule for the coming year, man. Hopefully, we'll have some good stuff to talk about this week. But it'll probably just involve Steam Machine and the price. So that's everyone's talking about right now. All right, so wrapping up. So make sure you follow Throwdown on Twitch and Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube, hit the like button, share with all your friends, comment, all that good jazz. Join the Discord if you want to keep the conversation going. And of course, you can follow us on your favorite podcast app. Links to everything down below. Once again, I was your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I was joined by Emilio Lopez.
See you next time.
Chris Seeley.
Hey, take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero.
Peace out.
Adam Vale.
Good week. Go pick up that Neon Inferno. Play it. I'm curious to see how other people react to it.
All right. Richard Bailey Jr.
Have a good week, everybody.
And Brian Manjoma.
It turns out this week has proven the dead internet theory is actually true. It turns out that Twitter is pretty much all AI. Actually, Indians.
Yes. Indians and Nigerians, man. That shit is crazy. When I saw that, I had so many fucking Nigerian trials, I'm like, oh, that shit makes a lot of sense now, basically,
the hell?
So basically, Adam, what happened is, because I know you don't follow on Twitter, they made it so you could see where people's country of origin is from, right? So a lot of people that were, quote unquote, real Americans are actually fucking Nigerians or Indians. It's hilarious, You motherfuckers got exposed. All right, man. We'll see you on Thursday, man. Later.